My name is Emmanuel Orisunmibare, popularly known as Emily Skills. I am a theatre producer and a creative director at Emily Skills Productions and Stage Alive. How environmental issues and ethical considerations are factored into my play? Well, the first thing I want to think about while choosing a play for my stage plays is the environment. And when talking about the environment, not just about the environment of the play itself, the first thing I consider is the environment in which I am creating, which is my immediate environment, the society to which I belong. So when I pick a play, the first thing I want to talk about is what are the happenings, what are the events that are happening in that environment that are significant in my said play. Because most of my plays, I write them myself. So I put a bit of myself and my environment into what I am writing. So in lieu of this, I make sure that there are no conflicting ideas of the representation of what is happening in my environment and what is happening in the play. So if after careful and significant research work in the play, I'm able to differentiate between what is happening in the society and how I want to represent it in the society of the play I am working on. So in doing that, I've been able to separate the two environments, both the environment in which I belong to and the environment of the play. And in that way, I've been able to know what are the things affecting my own society in terms of politics, in terms of economy. When I'm able to ascertain those things, I put them into my play sometimes, and sometimes I avoid it. Most especially situations where we can't proffer solution, we don't even talk about it. But in instances when we want to talk about it, then it means we want the audience to be the one to proffer solution. We want the audience to also talk about it because they are also members of that particular society. And it goes a long way in how I pick my play. And in selection of play also, I think about my society and the society of the play, especially character development, in terms of what are the languages that are going to be happening in my play? How do they affect the language of the society in which I belong to? If I'm doing a foreign play, I always try as much as possible to understudy the language the character will be taking on from another environment, because I don't want misrepresentation. So a lot of time, my environment matters in the selection of my play, because even when I am doing a play that is not my immediate environment, I make sure that the research is top-notch to avoid misrepresentation at all levels. And it goes a long way to help, but most importantly, it is very important to consider your environment to avoid crisis, because there are a lot of times when doing a stage play without proper research and documentation, there might be clash with indigenous originals of the society in which you're trying to portray or represent, except you are taking the play completely out of context of the environment in which you stay. So that's about how I select my plays in consideration with ethics and environment of where I am working. Well, for me, theater is an economy itself. So in replying the question of if theater is sustainable trust me, and it's a product on its own. For me, I like to believe theater is limitless. It's one of the products that every day it's a new product. Every day it becomes a new product. The stage play of yesterday is another product for today, either on a digital platform or on a replay function or on demand. Either ways you want to put it, theater is an economy on its own. The producer who is producing a stage play is producing because he or she wants to make money. The artists who are participating in the project are participating because they also want to make money. The audience who comes to be a part of it are coming for a premium enjoyment factor that they are paying for, and they are getting a service in return. So if you look at it that way, in and out of it, theater itself is creating an economy. If you look at the number of people that has to be on a project for it to become available as a stage play to a numerous number of people, either live as a performance or on demand, you realize that the level of employment, and these people, the more you pay them, the more they go back into their own environment or society to spread the money. So I see theater as an opportunity to keep creating money and at the same time making money. So it's a money making venture that helps the society at large, because most of the equipment, most of the resources that you want to use to make your stage plays happen, you pay for them one way or the other. So that way you are creating an economy directly and indirectly through the people you pay for your services and through the people who pay you. So it's a give and take. You pay people, people pay you. That way the money keeps going round and the economy keeps increasing in that way. And there are definitely different ways by which money can be made through the theater, and there are so many ways by which money can also go out through the theater. So if you ask me, theater is an economy on its own. It's a money making venture that anyone would be interested in, and it's been making money before. Now it will continue to make money, and it will never stop making money. Once again, my name is Emmanuel Orisunmibare, popularly known as Emily's Cute.